Okay, ladies and gents, welcome back to another Sunday Surprise, and welcome back to Breach and Clear. I can't remember where we got up to last time. All I remember is it was a little bit rough. We got pinned down by a couple of snipers, managed to worm our way around eventually. A car let us down. I thought it was going to block a shot, and that's about as much as I can remember. It definitely didn't block the shot though. That's definitely the one thing I do remember. So, missions. We wasn't in Afghanistan. We got to Mexico. Is it Mexico or Russia we're in? Mexico 3. We've done 2. So, Mexico is where we was at. It was Operation Wild Weasel, which we got 3 stars. Probably could have got 4. Got a couple of people knocked down, but it doesn't matter. We are now up to Mission 3. That is Operation Two-Headed Bear, and it's going to be a tough one. Lucky for us though, we have Lee the Bear Connell on our side. So the cartel forces have fallen back to the warehouse in the south of the city, one of their main strongholds. Expect entrenched opponents about to hit them in the wallet. Expect heavy resistance in a tight CQB even space. Who better to infiltrate and eliminate with an extreme prejudice? Good luck. Okay, so let's breach and clear this destination. Lovely background for this one, by the way. Music, little bit loud. That was actually a bit of an issue in the previous video. We're going to just knock that down a little bit more. Last video, it really overpowered my voice. It picked it up and it was having nothing with it when it came to copyright strike. Well, copyright claim. We didn't get a strike, but we definitely got a copyright claim, and that is annoying. So we don't want any more of those, quite frankly. So let's just lower the volume. We have A as an entrance point. Now that's quite an open entrance. People can be poked around here and it's not great. B, a little bit more covered. We do come in from the street and we can basically cover what A is looking at. What we can do is get a guy watching down here, get one entrenched in looking over towards this entrance, and then we can also pincer in from C. If 2 people clear out this room, we can then send 1 round to the bathroom, 1 can hold the corridor, hold this back end, pinch. So BC is probably the best bet, I think. I think we have our main guys go through B, backup guys go through C. So Joe, you and Ruslan are our B team. They're going through C, which is weird because he's our breach man, but I always put him in our B team. Our main team is me and Lee. So me and Lee are going to breach through B and see how this goes.
Team, stack up.
Indeed, team stack up. So, do we want to enter the rear first or the front? I guess we'll use our breacher. We'll send our breacher in first. Although, I did say he's not our A team. We send the breacher in first. He can... We could flash and go. I think that's a little bit over the top, to be honest. So we are going to send our breacher in. He's going to come into this corner. Simply so he can watch, like... We want to clear out all them tiles. So do that. That clears everything. Gets looking over here.
Consider it done.
Joe is then going to come and join him. So he's going to then move into this spot where he can have a nice peek over like that. In fact, no, Joe. I want you to come a bit deeper. I want you to come here. Simply because I want you to clear out that corner. You can still see the doorway from there, so we're all good on that front. We then have me and Lee. Now, Lee, you are going to be the more gutsy of the 2. Although, we are going to take these 2 ends first. We're going to make sure that corner is nice and clear. So,
yes, sir.
Lee, I want you to come in. I want you to come here and post up and watch down there. I want me
yes, sir.
to repeat the same sort of convenience. In fact, no. Sorry. Lee, I
Roger.
don't want you poking your head down there quite yet. I want you to simply just... No. We don't want double movement. I want you to go there, watch that. I am going to closely follow him behind. Go here, watch the alternate direction, and that has this all cleared out. I will then start watching down this side, depending on where they're positioned. Lee will start watching down this side or down here, also depending where they are. These two, of course, are going to work their way through, and we've already gone over that. So let's
Move
just
sharp.
get in. That is a lot of gunfire. Ruslan took a bit of a knock because there's quite a few guys waiting in the doorway. I guess they was kind of ready for that one. So, Ruslan, you, my friend, can move up to here and just check through like that. We're going to send these a little bit slower.
Yes, sir.
We're not going to rush them quite yet. So, those guys can just clear that out. That clears that corner out, clears this mainly out. We're probably going to send Joe around to the toilets, considering what happened to Ruslan. And then have Ruslan post up here and watch down there. As for us, though, we are in a bit of a predicament. So, me...
Done.
Do I have a frag grenade? No, I do not. A frag grenade would be quite useful right now, I must say. If I had a frag,
Got it.
these guys not be happy. So, almost. If only we had taken alternate directions, that could have gone much better. But we did not. So, live and learn, folks. Live and learn. I don't want to peek this guy. Don't want to peek this guy right now. We need to flank them. It's a good job we sent guys in the back. These two are really not in the action. So Lee doesn't really have a whole lot to do. I think what we'd do with Lee is we'd keep him on this corner. And he's definitely not going to use a grenade. He's just going to hold this. I guess he holds like that. That way if they make a push, we are all good. Then I
On it.
will, I guess... Flashbang, maybe? What's the flash range? Would that... I think that might get them, you know. I think he's basically looking at that. And he's almost... That should get them. I'm fairly confident that's going to get them. That does expose me, so probably not the best idea. You know what? Let's just move up to that spot. So we're not holding. We're going to move up normal speed that way and just watch like that. So we are going to be under fire from these guys, but that is all good. We can progress to the next stage.
Yes, sir.
I've taken one of them out. This guy is trying to flank around with what appears to be a shotgun, which is not good for my health, nor is it good for Lee's.
Consider it done.
Lee, move to this spot and watch down that way.
Done.
I'm also going to move to this spot and watch down that way, because I know this guy's going to attempt to shoot me. In fact. No. Can this sniper even... Yes, he can hit me. Great. So I do need to move back to here. So we can't, unfortunately, use the flashbang on him quite yet. I could try and move Lee across, but it's a little risky. We're not going to try that quite yet. What we are going to do, though, is move
Consider it
Ruslan
done.
up onto this corner, where he's going to focus on those guys from behind. We are then
On it.
going to send Joseph through to the toilets, where he'll hopefully sweep them clear. Doesn't look like there's anyone back there, but we best make sure so we aren't getting flanked. So that could get a little bit this guy having a good old shot at me. I am down. That's didn't go great. That did not go great at all. Ruslan, do us a favour. Throw a frag right on top of this guy. I then want Lee
Done.
to throw a frag right on top of that guy. Because that's his probably only way of getting out of that mess. So Joe has cleared the toilets. We're all good on that front. So
Got it.
Joe, I now need you to be a brave boy. I need you to come over here. In fact, you can't come there. You need to stand basically in the open to shoot this guy in the back. But it needs to be done. So let's do it. Lee, please survive this one.
Yes, sir.
You can survive this round, we're all good. Lee, just stay alive, my friend. Stay alive. Right. Lee's taken heavy hits, but he's still up. Got this guy to deal with, these two to deal with, and this guy to deal with. So 2 at either side. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Consider it done.
Lee, I want you to run over here and just watch around like that. You're weak. You are weak and puny. We need Ruslan.
Roger.
You, my friend, are going to take points. I think.
On it.
What's do you all on you, Joe?
Done.
Okay, they both only
Yes,
have a
sir.
flashbang. So, Ruslan, please go over here and start shooting this guy in the back. We are then
Got
going
it.
to take Josephine now and move him up to this point. He is simply going to make sure these two don't get out the corner. It's going to trap them. Looks like they've got an escape hatch there as well, which is a little interesting. But first of all, we're going to try and deal with these two. Between Lee and Ruslan.
Roger. Moving.
Let's do this. We've got a bit of cover now. Ruslan's got a flank going. This guy. This guy just made a big play. Because that now means Ruslan's living on the edge. Ruslan is definitely living on the edge right now. So, Ruslan, just hold position. Spin back around. I somehow can't see him there. Okay. Or Ruslan, move to where you can see him. Can you see him from there? Okay, you can see him from there. So go into that corner. This guy... These guys are dead? I'm assuming he's dead. Oh jeez, there's two more there as well. These trucks.
Yes,
These
sir.
trucks have got us out, folks. These trucks have got us out. Well, in that case,
On it.
Ruslan, I don't want you to go anywhere. I want you to hold your position and turn around and shoot at these guys.
Done.
We are then going to have
Yes, sir.
Lee is going to make a bold play. Can he flashbang this guy? He's going to attempt it. We're going to pray that flashbang hits him so he can't get shots off on Ruslan while Ruslan and Joe are trying to deal with these two guys.
Consider it done. Flashbang out.
Those two are flashbang. He's dead. He's dead. Ruslan is down. So we've got Joe and Lee versus these two guys and the other two guys in the opposite corner. So it's going pretty rough. It's definitely going rough. we have a 2 versus 4 going on right now. So Lee.
Got it. On it.
Joe is the only one who's able to stabilize right now. So what I really need is him to get over here, where he's within range to actually do something. We then get Lee to come around. That corner's not really going to do it, is it? Lee, come around that side. And hopefully we can put pressure on these two. Okay, that's one down. Can we get the second? Can we get the second? These two guys don't seem to be moving, which is a good sign for us. We have stabilize, which should work on it done. Like that. And I think we'll just keep this gunfight for now. So just hold your position. Hopefully we can take this guy out, and then we have a 2v2 against these guys over in the other corner. So let's do this. That's him down. Hopefully they've got no more traps for us. Otherwise we are pretty screwed. I'm not sure if I can multi-use on the stabilize. No, we cannot. So I'm stuck. I'm down. I'm just downed. So what we are going to do is move Lee over that way, so now they can't push out, at least without running into gunfire.
Roger.
We have Joe, who has no equipment. You have a flashbang. So Ruslan, I need you to get a bit closer. Ruslan, get over to there for now. We then have Joe, who is going to make his way downtown and get over there. So we are going to tighten the net on these two gentlemen. In the corner. So, looks like Ruslan is the target of their shots at the moment. Can his flashbang reach? We're going to find out. So we're going to throw that.
Sir.
We are then... You're going to hold that. That's, your whole job is going to just hold that position.
Done.
Lee, I need you to be brave. I need you to be brave, my friend. Move up to this corner. Because if the flashbang works, you're going to move up, then Ruslan's going to move up behind you.
Yes, sir.
Flashbang should work on both of them. One is dead. Is the second?
Targets down. Area clear.
Both of them are dead. We did have 2 soldiers down. One stayed down, one got back up, but we managed to get that mission done. It was a long one though. So I think we're going to call it with that mission. It's going to be a 1 mission episode here today, ladies and gents. Do we have any levels up though? I think Joe and Ruslan are going to level up. Ruslan? Yes. So we've got double level up. And you know what? We're going to do a bit of shopping. We're going to do a bit of shopping. We can't just leave it at 1 level. We're going to do a bit of shopping, as you can see. 11 grand. Let's get some equipment for these guys. Get them more prepped for future missions. We'll probably need a bit more stabilizing, you know, since I seem to get my people knocked down a little too much. So, Joe. First aid. Health. A speedy medic is always useful. But do I want to give him more health so he doesn't go down? It's probably a good idea to give him more health so he doesn't go down. So I'm just going to dump it all in health. Give him an extra 5. We're going to do the same with Ruslan. He's on 60. He's not the quickest of guys, you know. So... I'm reckless in the way I use my guys. My explosives ain't great. You know what? 2 in health, 2 in explosives, and 1 more on speed. I'm going to start spreading it out a little bit more. Stop just doing chunks of 5. But as you can see, this is our next mission when we return. So return to main menu. Let's see what the marketplace has for us. First of all, let's have a little look at our score. So what do we have for loadouts? So loadouts. Here is my weaponry. So we have an M4A1. Our gear is pretty plain. We have a flashbang and a med kit. So energy drinks, flashbang. Do we have a regular med kit or a large med kit? That's the question. And what is the effective difference? I guess we should have a large one regardless. Inventory slot. Flashbangs are being useful, but the frags are also pretty useful. Especially when we have groups of people. I think each cluster we should probably have a flasher and a nader. So first guy in flash would be Lee. I have the frag grenade. That way Lee can flash them, I can frag them. In fact, let's just not have a medkit. Let's just not. We're not going to have a medkit. That's going to be our plan. No medkit. So flash and frag. Hold on. Lee has a grip. Do I have a grip? Yes, I gave myself a grip. We're all good. But Joe, he has... Ah, I think I just evenly distributed these, you know. So Joe, he has a med kit and a flashbang. He is, of course, part of the B team. He is our medic. So that makes sense. Now, Ruslan, do I give you one of each? I feel like one med kit on Joe is enough with you. We have a med kit, a nade and a flash, and another flash. 2 flashes, 1 frag. Main guys. Yes, I think I need to choose between a flash and a frag. I think I should probably have a frag. We'll have a large medkit, but we'll also have a frag. Let's just check that Joe's medkit is a large med. Nope. We'll give him a large medkit just to make sure that way we are nice and equipped. We then can go to the marketplace. We have grips, so we probably want to start adding some of the other elements to our guns. Now, the question is, what optics can we equip? So, Spectrasight, that gives us +9 accuracy. We need something that we can buy 4 of. So, we can buy 4 of those. So let's do it. We're going to buy 4. 5,000. That gives us some optics for our guns. So let's go and equip the optics to our squad. So optics, you can have a Spectrasight equip. We then go to Lee. Spectrasight equip. You can all have a Spectrasight. Because we equip all of our gentlemen with the same equipment. That way it makes them just as efficient. The only thing that differentiates between them is their individual skill sets. So what would we like next? That is the question. What can we get is probably more useful. Light is probably not our go-to. We've got grips. Suppressors would be useful. Suppressors would be definitely useful. -15 accuracy, -9.6 noise, -15 damage. I think we just want to go in hard. We're not going in silent, we are going in hard. So, more noisy, more accurate, reduces the rate of fire a little bit. That's okay. Competitive trigger 15, a little bit noisy. Increases rate of fire though, 15 accuracy. We'll take it. We shall take 4 of them. So that's another grand of equipment. We then will look at infrared sights. +10, +9, +7, +5. So the IPIM. We can't get 4 of those, unfortunately. We could get some civilian laser sights. We could get some of the cheapo ones, but I don't see the point in getting the equipment if we're only going to get the cheap stuff. So let's have a look at our gas. We can go pistol gas system. Might be the best. Plus 10 damage, doesn't reduce our accuracy, noise, adds a bit of rate of fire. That increases our rate of fire and damage and doesn't reduce anything else. More noisy, adds damage and reduces rate of fire. So none of them are particularly lovable. I'll put it that way. Consumables. Lockpicks, breach charge, defibrillator. Used during the mission to revive a fallen soldier. You know what? We might need a few of them. We might just need a few defibrillators. In fact, doesn't our medic begin with a defib? Joe, do you have a defib? I feel like you have a defib. You don't have a defib on you. Interesting. Well, we shall buy a couple of defibs. We're not going to buy 4 because I don't think we need 1 on each. So we're going to buy 2. 2 defibs. Real enemies prior to... UAV could be useful. UAV definitely could be useful. But I think that's it. You know, I think that is it for our additional purchases. Now, I cannot remember what I bought. We didn't buy light. We bought triggers. Definitely bought triggers. We didn't buy any gas, I don't think. No, no suppressors. We have gear. Now, I'm not sure where you're supposed to use the defibs, but we have a couple of defibs. Lee has no trigger equipped, so equip his trigger. Equip your trigger, Mr. Joseph, and equip a trigger onto Ruslan. So our guns are starting to look a little better now. We've got an optical sight, we've got a new trigger to go with our grip and our solid M4s. But that will do it for today's episode. I thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a lovely week ahead of you, and goodbye.